We back at it again on my list of games. Still in the A's, wrapping up the A's. We're somewhere around the end of the A's, and today we're playing some game called. Wait for it. Fuck it. It's called Awkward. I don't remember playing this game. We won English. Okay, Awkward. Some kind of card game? I don't know. Warning, Awkward is devilishly, simply, yet deviously wicked. A card game that originated in the late 1800s and was subsequently banned for 100 years. Power to make friends and ruin relationships. The site is amazing. Locked away until 2018. So, okay. I understand. I don't know what to expect here, guys. This is probably another one of those. Either bought this game or I didn't. Don't know. Oh, okay. Maybe I bought it to play with the family. Answer given questions truthfully and let the other play. Okay. Well, one player. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Oh! Okay. Well, we could do a live show, but I'm not going to do it right now. Alright. Solo. Classic or super? Let's just do classic, right? We don't need to get super awkward in here. You know, I do that enough already as it is. Let's see how this goes. Alright, what do we got? Round one. Fight! Guess the answer. Okay, guess what the rest of the world thinks. Okay, so I don't know. Do you eat breakfast? I assume that the most of the world does eat breakfast. No, they do not. Okay. That seems odd. Alright. Okay, yeah, they're breaking it down to... Okay, hang on. That's almost it. I would call that 50-50. I would say the people who say they don't eat breakfast are probably in a place where they don't eat breakfast because they don't have breakfast. Alright, next. Guess which cocktail are you most likely to order? Well, I don't drink, but I would go margarita. I think everybody should think margarita. Bloody Mary. Would you a vegetarian? Are you a pretentious rich person? Get a margarita. It tastes good. And it's got tequila in it if it's made right. Okay. Next. Do you often eat the same lunch every day? No. If I eat lunch, it's not the same lunch. What? What? You're telling me that half of the world, the rest of the world, whatever, eats the same thing for lunch? Oh, that's basically 50-50. You know what that is? That's people who eat, like, beans and rice. Like, they just have the same thing every day because it's beans and rice. That's what that is. Next. Do you believe you have ever had an encounter with a ghost? Weird shit happen? Yes. Ghost? No.
Cute.
Hey, neither is the rest of the world. Let's see what the percentage here is. Have I had weird shit happen? Yes. Have I seen evidence of the proof of God? Yes. Have I been blessed? Yes. Have I ever thought a ghost did something? No. No, I have not. That was pretty close, though. Still. Hey, look at that. We are current conformity. 50%. Is that good or bad? Am I just right in the middle? I'm supposed to be guessing what the world thinks, not what I think. But also, it's hard to not just... Like, which bad habit are you more likely to be guilty of? Well, probably picking my nose. I don't think snoring is a bad habit. The rest of the world agrees. Also, people who snore don't know they snore unless they have somebody that tells them they snore. Also, it's not a habit. But I do often have my finger in my nose because it gets itchy in there. There's not boogers. It's not gross. It's just itchy. If a friend set up a crowdfunding page for their upcoming wedding, would you donate? No. A wedding? No. Shit, save your own money. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Hang on. Hold on a second. I'm sorry here. If my friend is having a wedding and they want to crowdfund it, I'm not chipping in. I'm buying them a wedding gift. I'm celebrating with them, but I'm not paying for the wedding. If my friend needs a surgery, if my friend needs their car fixed or something actually productive, and they need a crowdfunding source, then you donate. $5, $10, whatever I can do. But are you kidding me? And some major percentage of the world thinks that you'd be happy to help? These are people who are poor and just feel good about saying they want to help people. That's what I think. I'm sorry. If you're asking for money for your wedding, no. Like, have a cheaper wedding. What? If you need money for something useful, by all means, crowdfund. But, like, a wedding? Bro, that's optional. Okay, I am curious to see the percentage on this one. 40-60. Yeah, I don't know. I think those 60% are probably just feel nice saying they would be happy to help, but realistically, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what? Have a cheaper wedding. What are you doing? Which Black Mirror technology would you find more useful? Rating everyone out of 5 stars for sure. Why would you make a duplicate of your consciousness? Are you dumb? Just sit in front of a mirror. Never mind. Sorry, rest of the world. Make a duplicate of your consciousness is what you want to do? You want to just sit in front of a mirror? Why would you do that? I would much rather, you know what? Hang on. I would much rather have a rating system that you can see how people are rated. Now, assuming that rating system is objective and not controlled by some outside force that says, oh, you suck, so we don't like you. But like an objective rating system, oh, I'd much rather have that. You can know if people are good or not. You look at somebody at 5 stars. Oh, good. This is a good person. Look at somebody half a star. All right, I'm going to the other side of the road now. Like, I would want 5 stars. Why would you want a duplicate of your consciousness? It's just sit in front of the mirror and talk to yourself if that's what you want. What? And look at this. 70-30 almost. Like, what? Anyway, back to the game. Almost 70-30 on that. I don't understand. I'm sure I stopped it and ranted long enough for you to understand my position there. All right, let's go. I like this game now. Suddenly, I kind of find this game fun, just for this purpose alone. Oh, that's what? Why would you want that? Okay, if a movie was made about your time at school, how would your character most ultra nerd? Well, I mean, again, I'm answering personally, but ultra nerd. Who wants to say they were a desperate virgin? Duh. Nobody's going with that answer. I don't care where you live. Even though most of you probably were desperate virgins. I was an ultra nerd. Always have been. Just not one of those... excuse me. Actually. Well, I may have thrown out a few actuallys in my time, but that was before Google. I was Google before Google. Alright, final round. Get this over with. Alright, if you could choose one, what would you change about yourself? My hair. I don't have hair that I had when I grew up. Now I have less hair. I would choose hair. Why would I change my butt? Can I have 2 butts? Wait, did they mean like, can I have 2 butts? One for pooping and one for farting? I think I would like 2 butts. Oh, pardon me. What do you think is the worst to be? Well, they're both selfish. I mean, actually, they're both the same thing almost. You could argue that being cowardly is selfish. However, it's worse to be selfish than it is cowardly, because I can understand why somebody would be cowardly, and the world agrees. Because, like, cowardly is already selfish. But, like, selfish is a choice you can make that's just immoral. Like, for example, let's say I selfishly invaded a country illegally and brought my children with me. And then I knew I was here illegally, and I knew people were after me who were going to take me back to the place I belong, and my family, because they also weren't supposed to be here, but I selfishly brought them with me. And then when I get caught, like a coward, I selfishly run away, leaving my child in a freezing car. That's both cowardly and selfish. This is how cowardly and selfish are basically the same thing. If you're cowardly, you're only thinking of yourself. And if you're selfish, you're only thinking of yourself. So, I don't know. I think they're both the same thing, but I'd much rather. I think somebody can be cowardly justifiably, and somebody you can't justify selfishness to the same degree. Anyway, back to the game. Awkward ranting, am I right? Anyway, let's see. How final conformity am I? 67%. 6-7, guys. I got 6-7. It even did the hands. You know what? Let's go again. I was gonna quit, but that was short. Let's go again. Maybe I can get a few more rants in here. I like this game. Did I mention that I kind of like this? I'm one of those people who has a lot to say but never does. And then when I do, I sometimes get myself in trouble. Which job would you prefer to do? I've worked in a restaurant. I've not worked in a bar. I think I would prefer working in a bar. Restaurants suck. The rest of the world agrees. I've worked in a restaurant with a bar, and I can tell you the people that worked in the bar were the happiest people in the place. So, I think bar. And that's a pretty 70-30. Alright. Next. Which is better? Oh my god, Micro Machines or Hot Wheels? It's obviously Hot Wheels. Now, I grew up loving Micro Machines. In fact, the first thing I ever shoplifting was a Micro Machine jet, because I just had to have this little F-15 Strike Eagle that was a Micro Machine. Micro Machines made really cool, awesome tiny jets and war machines, but their cars were not that great. They were just kind of like, yeah, it's a tiny car. Hot Wheels all the way, and the world agrees. 2080. I'm a Hot Wheels fan, part of the Red Line Club, you know, RLC. Anyway, what do you spend more time doing on your phone? Neither one of these, but browsing websites, not playing games. Games drain your battery and ruin your phone. If you play games on your phone, you're just ruining your phone. I don't even use my phone for anything. The handful of text messages and calls I get a week, and a couple of apps that are necessities for life, like banks and stuff. That's it. Phones are just phones, bro. Pictures and movies too. I make videos. Whenever I make videos on... Oh, which job would you rather have? Well, homemaker. Dog walker sucks. Have you ever been a dog? Have you ever walked dogs? Walking your own dog is fine. Are you kidding me? These people don't know what they're talking about. These people don't even have dogs. What? What? First of all, just walking your own dog can suck. Just if you have one dog and you got to walk it daily or when it needs it or whenever, and it's, you know, not at a convenient time, it sucks. Now, you're telling me you'd rather walk somebody else's dog, and more likely multiple people at the same time's dogs, because we've all seen the dog walkers. You got 8 dogs on leashes and you're holding them all, and they're just going to the dog park or down the street, and you're just like juggling dogs, picking up poop. Like, let me tell you what being a homemaker is. It's being bored. It's cleaning up a bunch of shit, keeping stuff organized, and being bored. That's it. That's what I do on a daily basis anyway. You take care of kids, take care of fucking stuff, and that's being disabled. Well, no, most people use that to scam the system. But anyway, for the most part, like me, if you're on disability and you don't have to work, your options are pretty boring. And that's basically being a homemaker. And let me tell you, you'd much rather be a homemaker than a dog walker. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, Ranto. Oh, this is the most opinionated I've been in a long time. Look at that. Almost 60-40. Those people have never walked dogs in their lives. Go take a Great Dane or a Bull Mastiff for a walk, or a Pit Bull for a walk. They're talking about Chihuahuas. They'd love to walk Chihuahuas around. Current conformity. Ooh, we're up over the 75% conformity. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't understand the conformity part, but I like answering the questions. How would you prefer people to see? Neither? Insecure or arrogant? Well, I'd err on the side of arrogant. I don't want to be seen as insecure. Unless you're going by some Sun Tzu Art of War, like, don't let them see your true power. But I'd rather be I don't want people to think I'm insecure. Like, insecure is another word for pussy. Am I wrong? Or a little bitch? Anyway. That makes me arrogant. What would you rather do? Get a butt piercing or jump into a septic tank? Oh, get my butt pierced, guys. Check out next week when I upload the pictures of me getting my butt pierced. Oh, the rest of the world agrees. Who the fuck would jump into a poop tank? Indians? Let's see this. What? How is it not like 92%? Like 34%? That's India. Those people live in India. I'm sorry, that's not racist. It's just who would rather jump in poop than get their butt pierced? Do you find danger exciting? The rest of the world, probably not. Me, yeah, danger is exciting. If you live, it's exciting. That's what adrenaline is. I'm gonna say, oh, wow. The rest of the world agrees with me, but I chose no because it said, guess what the world thinks. I really figured most people don't want danger because they live in dangerous areas and it's not exciting. But like I said, danger itself is exciting. Which bad habit is your partner more likely to be guilty of? Interrupting. Oh my god, this was answered by women. More women have answered this question than men. You know how I know? Because they said not listening and they were probably interrupting while they said it. Yeah. Not listening. My husband never listens. He never listens. Men don't say that. We know they listen. And they're far more likely to interrupt us. Sorry for that tiny bit of sexism brought to you by Awkward. Which of these personality traits are you most likely to exhibit intolerance or selfishness? Well, intolerance. Why would you exhibit selfishness unless you're selfish? Ooh, now did the world... Wait a second. Now, isn't that actually a contradiction to the previous selfishness one? Yeah, it seems like it. It's 50-50. Anything that close, I'm going to say is basically 50-50. I mean, I'm much more intolerant than I am selfish. Do not tolerate evil, destroy it. Alright, should terminally ill patients be allowed to end their life? Yes! What? If it's, like, consensual. Ooh. Everybody agreed. Everybody liked that. Now that's how the last one should have went. 92 and 8. Yeah, why? If you're terminal and you have no prospects and you just want to be done, I believe that should be a choice. Are you going to make it to heaven that way? I don't know. I'm not sure. There's all kinds of ethical, moral stuff there, but... Oh, that's it. Anyway, that was actually pretty fun. That was playing every game I own A to Z, and we are... I think we're out of the A's after this, guys. I think we're moving on to the B's. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought of all my ranting, and thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you next time. Love you. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.